Welcome back, everybody. I'm Giles, and today we are back in the house with Next Level Acoustics. Now, if you remember, I've done a couple of videos about their gear already, and it is really, really good stuff. I did a LCR, and I cried when I sent that stuff back. So I think I cried so much they took pity on me, and they've sent me this awesome soundbar to check out. Now, this is really designed to work with frame televisions from Samsung. It'll integrate in, it'll look really, really nice and give you that experience that the frame television can't give you itself directly. So stick around with us today because we're going to unbox this, take a look, and I'm going to tell you all about it.
Before we get started, if you're into tech, hi-fi, or movies, be sure to push the subscribe button for new weekly videos.
Everybody, we are collaborating today on a variety of different topics. One of our favorite manufacturers, as you had said in your intro, Giles, is Next Level Acoustics. You want to tell them a little bit about Next Level Acoustics before we open this puppy up?
Absolutely. So Next Level Acoustics is a small, I don't want to call them boutique company, but they have products that really speak to a particular customer. These are people that are interested in extremely high quality gear that can be extremely custom. And today we're going to take a look at an example of that in this soundbar. So these can be constructed in any way that you wish. You can really reach out to these folks and say, look, I want it this big, this kind of layout, this color for this application, and they can do that for you. And that level of customization really isn't available from a lot of the big box style companies.
And that's why we're such big fans here at Dream Media is we are at heart, yes, we have an online store, but we are at heart a custom integration company. I can't wait to open this puppy up. Let's get into it.
Here we go.
Ooh, it's very slim. You know what this reminds me of, guys? The Martin Logan Slim XL. It almost looks identical. With a fancier grill. You know what speaker I'm talking about, Jiles?
Absolutely, I do. And I mean, even in the plastic, look at
Gorgeous.
This. It is very, very, very stylistic. And this obviously is in a gray. Very nice.
I mean, even just the fabric that they choose, that's not like your typical speaker grill fabric. It really has some like high quality fabric.
And one thing I will note about these folks, they know how to package gear. It is in there.
Yeah, I really like the texture of this material.
Yeah, this is gorgeous.
It seems very premium, the high-end feel to it.
So let's take this by the numbers. So nice textured finish on the wood here. Grill premium cloth, acoustically transparent. And here on the rear, you can see the binding post for the speakers. This is a two-way soundbar. You can also get these in a three-way with an included center channel.
Magnetic grill, very nice. Are these silk domes?
Looks like they are absolutely domes. I can't tell the material. And this is an industrial type finish on the inside. However, my thought is that they would likely do this in whatever finish you would like it to be if you want customization on the inside. It's snappy.
Nice. Looks good with the grill.
Yeah.
I really like the grill. It classes it up. Me and Giles are just sitting here, you know, really checking it out, giving them a hard time and also trying to figure out the purpose behind some of these things that we see.
Absolutely.
So as you can see here on the back, there's actually a little insert that is about,
there's a lip.
What is that, a ½ inch, 3/4 inch? There's a little lip, and we were like,
it's about a half. That's a half.
It's a ½ inch, and we're like, what is that for? It almost doesn't look finished, but it's by design. So,
and there's gasket too.
So yeah, they have this little rubber gasket right here, and then they got this extra ½ inch, and what this is for is actually etching out your sheetrock and then inserting it so the actual soundbar, this portion right here, is all that you see off the wall. So it literally should sit completely sealed to the wall. So I want to talk about the different applications here at Dream Media and different ways that we could potentially use these soundbars. So this is a 2-channel configuration, but honestly, our most popular soundbars, passive soundbars, which this is, We'll take a deep dive into passive versus active soundbars for you guys who are not familiar, but passive soundbars require additional amplification, and what we like to do is a three-way soundbar so that you have a dedicated left, right, and center speaker. This is more for your two-channel enthusiasts who don't really want to build off the system, but here at Dream Media, we are a custom integration and home theater company at heart, so we're always thinking about the future. And this soundbar is available in a three-way configuration, so you could have a dedicated center, dedicated left and right, and then expand off of that into, like as an example here in Jiles' room, you know, he has his surrounds, he has his surround rears, and then he has overhead Dolby Atmos for spatial audio, as well as we can add as many subwoofers into the configuration as we would like and tailor a package specific to your exact room. So in addition to that, you could also just run a simple center speaker. One speaker is your center, and then we can spread out your audio and do a dedicated left and right if the room allows for. So really with Next Level Acoustics, the options are endless.
They are. And to expand on that a little bit, a lot of people will look at the size of the screen that they're working with, and that will help them understand the needs that they need in a soundbar. So if you're using this looks like maybe for a 55-inch television.
Yeah.
Maybe I think maybe 65, but probably 55.
No, probably about a 50 to 55.
Yep.
Yeah, we got 40.
Yeah, about 50-inch TV. And when you have a television of that size, it gets difficult to have the separation for center, left, and right. You could absolutely do it, and it works well. But two-channel in that scenario is typically enough. However, today, if you go to an 85 or even a 98 or a 100 or the new TCL 115, get it from Zach, you're going to want something that absolutely does LCR. And then when you scale this up to almost twice this size, it makes a lot of sense to put this in here. And since this is going to be passive, what that means is with your existing equipment. So if you've got a processor with amplification or a AVR, this will plug right in without any changes, right? So you can absolutely leverage your existing equipment to build this into a new, larger system. Outstanding.
All right, let's elaborate just a little bit, guys, on passive versus active. So all of there's really a lot of limitations to active or powered soundbars. There's also a better price point most of the time.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a more high-end solution, something that I call, passive speakers more of an investment, because you can really combine them with any combination of amplifiers, any combination of processing, and really build an unlimited amount of configurations and even take the speakers with you and reorient them in different homes. But with a powered soundbar, like one of our best sellers is the Sonos Arc. It's amazing.
It's all integrated. It's all one piece.
It's simply amazing. It's all one piece. It has all the amplification built in. It has a nice UI to where you can just pipe your music straight to it, but it's a closed system.
And that is a challenge. And you can't leverage any of your existing equipment with that.
Yep.
So if you had a full system already for your media room and you wanted to add that kind of soundbar in, well, you're probably not going to be using your AVR. You're not going to be... It's closed.
Yeah, so like Sonos, they've been getting better, but you're stuck with their ecosystem. Like in my master bedroom with a Sonos bar, I have the Sonos Arc. I got two Sonos SLs, or the Aero 100s now, left and right at the bedside, and I got two subs. And that system's maxed out, which I'm grateful that technically now with this wireless type system, you can do a 522 Atmos system. Atmos system, not quite the same as like what we're doing here with dedicated in-ceiling speakers, but you can't expand off of the system unless the manufacturer creates new drivers and gives you the ability to, whereas really we can do 32 channel systems all day long.
Anything you want with this.
Options are endless.
It's really nice. Yeah.
Next, we're going to plug this puppy in and do a little listening demo. Let's go. All right, guys, so we have connected to our front right down in here. You can see Jiles just made the connections. Maybe you can see. As you can see right down in there, Jiles just made the connections. Now we're working on making our connections over here to our front right.
The speaker cable's a little mismatched, but it'll work for demo. All right.
All right, guys. So we're really learning the brand together,
Absolutely.
right? And there's so many different options. I had to pull up their website to really make sure that I present accurate information to you guys and you're aware of all of the options that are available. So in particular, we're looking at the Frame series. This is designed for the Samsung Frame. So the Fusion Frame is part of the Fusion series, and they have a lot of products to choose from. The Fusion Frame was created by the master engineers at Next Level Acoustics with only one goal in mind: to provide a high-end framed audio solution for the 2019 and 2020 editions of the Samsung Frame series of displays. So obviously the Frame TVs haven't really changed much.
No, and this will work with any of the frames that are out there. And I imagine this would also work with similar technology from other television manufacturers.
Yeah, like we saw at CES, Hisense is making one. So the idea here, and you could put it with a standard TV as well, but this kind of box aesthetic would look really clean with the frame because it is such clean edges. It could really just blend seamlessly with the frame.
And to address that, I think that's what the other models really are for, right? Because this one is specifically for that frame niche. But if you move on to the Fusion Flat, that I think is a lot more adaptable to any other kind of television.
So the frame, the Fusion Frame is what we're checking out today, and it's a great product, but I just wanted to point out other variants. So like you had said, Giles, we got the Fusion Flat. The Fusion Flat at only right under 2 inches in depth delivers stunning aesthetics with a performance-based audio solution. So it's essentially the same thing, you just don't have to etch out the sheetrock, which can be pretty intimidating. Now this one here is going to be pretty popular, the Fusion Reference Soundbar. So this is their flagship 3-channel on-wall soundbar speaker that is intended for 75-inch TVs and larger.
That's outstanding.
This is the one that I think we'll sell a ton of because we have comparable products that we already recommend frequently in a center channel solution. But this you can actually have, like I was discussing earlier, a dedicated left, a dedicated right, and center speakers. They have another option which is just an on-wall. This one delivers high-end acoustic performance at any amplification power level using a high-grade 3.3-inch or 4.5-inch driver. And then the next level up is their Fusion Reference Lux. So they have the line of LCR and stereo soundbars that spares no expense in creating a one-of-a-kind listening experience.
Okay, folks, that brings us to the end of the review of the Fusion 2-channel soundbar from Next Level Acoustics. Really great piece of gear. I absolutely suggest you check them out if you're looking for this type of equipment. And if you need a little bit of help, Dream Media can absolutely get you where you need to be with the installation and sales. Their link is down below, so check them out. Remember, like, share, subscribe, ring the bell, do all those things, and I'll see you in the next video.